Hi, I'm Greg with Proteng. I'm going to show you how to install a Proteng device into a car. So I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions on how you calculate which size Proteng device you need, as well as step-by-step instructions on how to install into each vehicle. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to determine what style engine you have here. Here we have a 2017 Volkswagen Jetta Sport, which has a turbo engine. Anything with a turbo is going to need one of our HD models, which for higher heat. So first thing I do is I take and I measure the amount of cubic meters we need to protect. So it's 133 centimeters by 66 centimeters by 57 centimeters. So then you take your calculator and you go 133 by 66 by 57 equals, you divide that by 1,000,000, and then you divide that by 2. And that means we need to protect this area by 0.311 cubic meters. So then I go over and I choose a Proteng device. You will see that in our HD list, to protect 0.33 cubic meters, we would then need the HD1, which protects up to 0.4 meters cubed. I then grab my Proteng HD1 model. So I see that I need to use these. The front end of these is the easiest way to install it, because remember, our Proteng devices need to be installed above the engine because our extinguishing agent is heavier than the air. We'll use these 4 clips here because that will get us into the area where we need to be protected. So what I do is I take my little devices, I will carefully loosen these up. Remember, every car is going to be a little different. I slide in the hole and through, and I'm setting up my zip ties. Now we'll repeat this process and get back with you in a minute. Okay, we now have our 4 zip ties attached and secured. I will now be installing the Proteng device in a way in which I will be able to read our sensor bar at a later date. Start on one end. What's really important here is that they are installed tightly. Not too tight to kink the tube, but also not too loose that if it were to rupture in the event of a fire, that it becomes a flying object. You can always resort back to your installation manual as you are going about this process. Most important, please check for the size that needs to be protected based on Proteng's formulas. Okay, the device is very firmly installed. I cannot pull it out. It will not slide around. Now, I take clippers and snip the zip ties so you don't have any dangling extra pieces, and you just discard the excess. So make sure you don't leave behind any products in the client's vehicles. As you're closing the hood, please ensure that there is no pinching, no marks, no nothing. And that is how you install a Proteng fire suppression device into a vehicle.